Hello, you're watching Weekly Highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I'm your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham met with the families of the crew members who lost their lives and the surviving flight attendants from the crash of an Embraer 190 passenger plane operated by Azərbaycan Airlines closed joint stock company on the Baku-Grozny route. The head of state received the credentials of Kęstutis Vaškelevičius, ambassador of the Republic of Lithuania. On January 6, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham met with the families of the crew members who lost their lives and the surviving flight attendants from the crash of an Embraer 190 passenger plane operated by Azərbaycan Airlines closed joint stock company on the Baku-Grozny route.
Dekabrın 25'inde
in his address, President Ilham Aliyev said, had it not been for the pilots' professionalism and heroism, there would have been no survivors in this accident. The efforts of the pilots and all crew members are highly appreciated by the Azerbaijani state. By my order, after the farewell ceremony for the crew members, 3 crew members, 2 pilots and 1 flight attendant were posthumously awarded the title of national hero, while 2 flight attendants were awarded the Order of Rashadat of the first category. This may be a small consolation for the families who lost their loved ones, but is also the attitude of the Azerbaijani state towards its citizens, said President Ilham Aliyev, and brought to the attention that an operation to close the airspace in Grozny was announced after the plane was shot at from the ground. This shows once again that there are very serious criminal issues here. Usually, if there is a threat to the airspace of any country, the airspace of that country is immediately closed. This happens in all countries and has different names. In Russia, it is called Caviar operation. If there was a threat to Russian airspace, the captain of the plane should have been informed about it immediately. The airspace should have been closed immediately and the plane should have turned back, the head of our state underlined. President Ilham Aliyev noted that about 10 days before the accident, a similar incident occurred near the city of Grozny. An Azal plane was turned back halfway. Why was the crew not warned about it this time? Of course, the investigation will reveal this. The cover-up of this incident by the Russian state agencies and a focus on absurd theories causes surprise, regret, and rightful indignation. Innocent people have died. I repeat that it is precisely thanks to the heroism of the pilots and crew members that about 30 people survived this accident, several of whom were seriously injured. I should also note that the majority of those killed in the accident were Azerbaijani citizens. At the same time, citizens of Russia and Kazakhstan also died. Citizens of Kyrgyzstan were injured, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized. The process of opening the black boxes has begun. At our insistence, this process is being carried out in Brazil with the participation of representatives of Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan and Russia, and information about this will probably be disclosed in the near future. Of course, all the issues that remain outstanding to this day will also be revealed. The issues that are clear as day are that the plane was rendered uncontrollable by electronic warfare equipment. Another issue that is clear to us is that the plane was damaged by fire from the ground. But why was the plane sent to Aktau? We have no information about that yet. Was it on the basis of a decision taken by the local dispatchers, or did the pilots themselves realize that the electronic warfare equipment would not allow them to land in Russian airspace and make this decision themselves? We do not yet have any information on this. Of course, all this information will be available after the black boxes are opened, President Ilham Aliyev stressed. Each deceased person is precious not only to his relatives, to his family, but also to the Azerbaijani state. And the way we reacted immediately, the principled way we acted in this situation shows that the life of every Azerbaijani citizen is priceless for us, and we will demand justice and punishment of those responsible for the death of Azerbaijani citizens in this disaster. If timely measures had been taken to close the Russian airspace near the city of Grozny, if all the rules of ground services had been observed, if there had been proper coordination between the armed forces of the Russian Federation and the civilian services, this tragedy would not have happened. The responsibility for the death of Azerbaijani citizens in this disaster lies with the representatives of the Russian Federation, and we demand justice. We demand punishment of the guilty. We demand full transparency and humane behavior, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized. The award ceremony then took place.
On January 7th, President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev was interviewed by local TV channels. On January 8th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev received Magdalena Grono, the European Union Special Representative for the South Caucasus.
Magdalena Grono expressed her gratitude as a head of state for the reception in her new position. She extended her deepest condolences regarding the plane crash and expressed hope that all causes of the accident would be thoroughly investigated. Magdalena Grono described Azerbaijan as an important partner of the European Union, highlighting the European Union's interest in ensuring lasting stability in the South Caucasus region. Grono emphasized Azerbaijan's significance in the regional and broader context and underscored the importance of dialogue between the European Union and Azerbaijan in this regard. She also praised Azerbaijan's substantial contribution to Europe's energy security and stressed the importance of energy cooperation. President Ilham Aliyev noted that cooperation between Azerbaijan and the European Union has a rich history. The discussion covered areas of mutual interest, including energy, transportation, investments, trade, and other sectors. The head of state stated that Azerbaijan would continue its efforts to ensure lasting peace and stability in the South Caucasus region, emphasizing the ongoing bilateral negotiation process between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Both sides underscored the importance of continuing contacts to further develop cooperation between Azerbaijan and the European Union.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev received Secretary of Supreme National Security Council of the Islamic Republic of Iran, Ali Akbar Ahmadian, on January 8th.
The head of state emphasized that Ali Akbar Ahmadian's visit to Azerbaijan provided an excellent opportunity to discuss prospects for the development of bilateral relations. Expressing gratitude for the reception, Ali Akbar Ahmadian noted his satisfaction in visiting friendly and brotherly Azerbaijan. He conveyed greetings from Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei and President Masoud Pezeshkian to the President of Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev thanked Ahmadian for the greetings and asked him to communicate his own greetings to Iran's supreme leader and president. Ahmadian underlined the unmatched cultural, historical, religious, and civilizational ties between Azerbaijan and Iran in the region, noting that it is impossible to find two countries with such a long-standing history of relations. He congratulated Azerbaijan on its success in liberating its territories, restoring territorial integrity and sovereignty, expressing delight over these achievements. The meeting also addressed political, economic, transportation, energy, and other areas of cooperation between the Republic of Azerbaijan and Islamic Republic of Iran. President Ilham Aliyev highlighted the strong bonds between the Azerbaijani and Iranian peoples, emphasizing the importance of cultivating friendly and brotherly relations between the two countries. The head of state noted that Azerbaijan places particular importance on enhancing ties with Iran across all fields and recalled with satisfaction the visits of high-level Azerbaijani delegations to Iran following its recent presidential elections. President Ilham Aliyev expressed his gratitude for the congratulations regarding the full restoration of Azerbaijan's territorial integrity and sovereignty, as well as the liberation of the country's lands from occupation. The head of state highlighted that during the occupation, Armenia caused extensive damage to Azerbaijan's territories, desecrated cultural and religious monuments, including mosques, and used places of worship to house pigs and cows. President Ilham Aliyev reaffirmed Azerbaijan's support for resolving regional issues by regional states, noting that Azerbaijan initiated the 3+3 format, which emphasizes regional cooperation. The president reiterated that the involvement of external forces from outside the region is unacceptable. The meeting also focused on the importance of developing the North-South transport corridor, as well as the trilateral cooperation between Azerbaijan, Russia, and Iran in this regard. It was noted that Azerbaijan handles a significant volume of cargo within this corridor. Additionally, discussions were held on the Aras Corridor project, particularly the construction of bridges and road transport infrastructure along the Aras River towards the Arband checkpoint. Both sides recognized the project's importance for developing regional transport connectivity. The discussion also covered the construction of hydroelectric power plants along the Aras River between Azerbaijan and Iran. The issue of connecting electricity lines between Azerbaijan, Russia, and Iran was touched upon, with an emphasis on the significant potential for cooperation in this sector. They noted that relations between the two countries would continue to steadily develop based on the principles of friendship, brotherhood, and good neighborliness. It was also announced that the next meeting of the Intergovernmental Commission between Azerbaijan and Iran would be held in the near future. Both sides expressed hope that this meeting would provide a favorable opportunity to discuss specific projects highlighted by the heads of state.
The head of state received the credentials of Kęstutis Vaškelevičius, Ambassador of the Republic of Lithuania.
The ambassador presented his credentials to the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev had a conversation with the ambassador. President Ilham Aliyev fondly recalled the Lithuanian president's official visit to Azerbaijan in 2022, his own official visit to Lithuania in 2023, his phone conversation with President Gitanas Nausėda at the end of the last year, and previous engagements with Lithuania's heads of state, noting their important role in developing bilateral relations. Wishing the ambassador success in his activities in Azerbaijan, President Ilham Aliyev expressed hope that during his tenure, bilateral ties would further expand and new opportunities would be identified to strengthen cooperation. Expressing gratitude for the kind words, Kęstutis Vaškelevičius conveyed the sincere greetings and best wishes of the President of the Republic of Lithuania, Gitanas Nausėda, to the Azerbaijani president. The head of state thanked for the greetings and asked the ambassador to extend his regards to President Gitanas Nausėda. The ambassador highlighted that during their conversation, the president of Lithuania underscored Azerbaijan's significant role, expressed his desire to further cement bilateral relations, and also conveyed his condolences regarding the plane crash. The ambassador underlined that Azerbaijan has every reason to take pride in its citizens who played a crucial role in saving many lives in the crash. The ambassador highlighted the importance of the mutual support that both countries and peoples have shown for each other's independence and freedom throughout the history of their bilateral relations, noting that this carries symbolic significance. He emphasized that significant progress has been achieved in bilateral relations since Azerbaijan and Lithuania gained independence in the late 20th century. The ambassador stated that Lithuania is always ready to support the expansion of Azerbaijan's relation with the European Union. He also appreciated Azerbaijan's humanitarian aid to Ukraine and emphasized Lithuania's support for lasting peace and development in the South Caucasus. Kęstutis Vaškelevičius noted that this year marks the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. He expressed his commitment to working in a spirit of friendship and solidarity demonstrated throughout the history of these relations during his tenure at the embassy. During the conversation, they also discussed cooperation in the fields of economy, agriculture, and renewable energy.
On January 10th, President Ilham Aliyev received the credentials of Mohammad Faisal Al-Mutayri, the newly appointed Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the State of Kuwait.
The ambassador presented his credentials to the head of state. President Ilham Aliyev held a conversation with the ambassador, highlighting the expansion of active political relations between the two countries. The head of state fondly recalled his official visit to Kuwait. President Ilham Aliyev expressed confidence that the brotherly relations between Azerbaijan and Kuwait would continue to develop successfully, noting the favorable conditions for this. President Ilham Aliyev also remembered with satisfaction Kuwait's representation at COP29 with the high-level delegation and his meeting with Kuwait's Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah during the event. The president wished the ambassador every success in his diplomatic mission. Expressing gratitude for the warm words, Ambassador Mohammad Faisal Al-Mutayri stated that he felt great pride in being received by the President of Azerbaijan. He conveyed the greetings of Amir of the State of Kuwait Sheikh Meshal Al Ahmad Al Jabir Al Sabah and Crown Prince Sheikh Sabah Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah to the President of Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev thanked for the greetings and asked the ambassador to communicate his regards to the Amir and Crown Prince in return. The ambassador conveyed the Emir's condolences regarding the recent plane crash victims and wished a speedy recovery to the injured. He also congratulated Azerbaijan and its president on the successful organization and achievements of COP29. During the meeting, they expressed satisfaction with the excellent level of political relations and discussed the development of economic, trade, and investment ties, the convening of the Intergovernmental Commission, and political consultations between the foreign ministries of the two countries. They noted the close cooperation between Azerbaijan and Kuwait within international organizations, emphasizing their mutual support within the United Nations, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the Non-Aligned Movement, and OPEC+. Furthermore, it was highlighted that Azerbaijan places great importance on the strengthening ties with the Arab League and the Gulf Cooperation Council. They hailed the recent expansion of bilateral tourism and people-to-people contacts between the two countries.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.